Okay, good afternoon. Let me introduce you IQ polls. And let's start with such kind of situation. I believe for those who do presentation, doesn't matter. Is it in university, in startups community, or in businessman's training, you face such a situation. You do presentation, but the audience, we bring their smartphones, their tablets, their laptops, and some of them browse instead of listening you. And here you face the challenge, how to keep audience attention. Or even how sometimes get back audience attention. You conquer with the internet and you have to have them back. So, and here we have a solution. It's IQ Polls. You go to a website, it's very easy. You just iqpolls.com, you create the question, you create the poll, as many questions in one poll as you want. You publish it on the big screen, for example here. If you were in the TV in Omnitel hall, you already saw it used. So you publish it on the main screen and people, they are happy because they still continue using their mobile devices, but you are happy because their attention is already back to you, back to presentation. They vote and the results appear on real time here on the screen. And some of the main features, so it's real time, really real time. You vote, the results appear. It's no software required, it's not an app, nothing to install, just to have a phone and to have a browser. And that's it, what you need. So it's really easy to use. It's social sharing. After the voting, everyone can share the results. So the idea is spreading. And soon we're going to have a feature to collect emails or Facebook to make link with those who are attending in the room. The people who come to your presentation, you can ask them to enter email in order to vote. So you grab contacts if you do, for example, some presentation in conference. So, and our business model is quite simple. It's free version and there's premium accounts. And our goal is to have 50,000 registered users in 1 year and 8% of them having premium accounts. And we started in 1 month, 1 month before, and in 1 month we already have 248 registered users, 1% of them is already paying, and what's the most important, that they are not from Lithuania, because this is product for, yeah, we see the traction worldwide, and we have already users from United Kingdom, from Greece, from India, from United States of America, so it's already proven. The idea is already proven, and our product is already online, and you can go and use. And our team, so the co-founders is Arturas Jonkus, Lithuanian PR guru, and me, Rytis Laurinavičius, and we have really great skilled team back to us. And we already have angel funding. That means that we have money to keep the speed. So just use it, try it, and love it. Thank you. Questions?
Is this on? Why do you need more money?
Yeah, we need money for marketing and for sales, because we believe some of our audience, we can reach it doing...
Can't you just go to conferences and do partnerships? I don't see what you need money for.
Yeah, but it's not only about conferences, because our audience is potential audience, for example, universities, and we can reach them in doing cold sales. Just, hire call centers to call the potential audience like universities, companies which organize trainings for businessmen, for example, professional speakers. And do online marketing as well.
Do you currently have any partners?
Already, yes, we do. Do you mean financial partners?
No, distributing your product using your service.
Not yet, no. It's just only 1 month online.
Okay. I really think that is the focus. You should be focusing on partners and not looking for money, but looking for people who, in a lot of these market research, market intelligence companies, they lack something that's a very flexible, agile tool that they can use for just these gut check surveys, right? Rather than going and doing these long and intensive sorts of things, right? So I would actually start here in the local market, look at some of the partners that you have here. Is the service that you have multi-language?
It's in English and Russian now at the moment.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
So thank you. Yeah, we do start partnership here on your badge. You have our QR code, and you can rate login conference all in all. So.
And how many developers do you have now?
At the moment, 2 are working on this product.
Yeah, partners. Just focus on partners.
Okay. Thank you.
Maybe you can elaborate a bit on your competition. I mean, there's a lot of online polls companies out there, including Google offering a service. So what's your key differentiator?
So few of them. So we have unique voting. If you, for example, if you try to vote here, we valid login. So it's touch very user-friendly how to vote, because there are not so many competitors on the market in such field. So, but they are quite old-fashioned. You have only radio buttons or drop-downs, and here we have like dragging and dropping, and this we have social sharing, which is quite unique in this field, which is quite strange, but it's unique. Yeah, so we're mostly like that. We do it simple, just very simple to use for both presenters and the voters.
Why is this a VC business, not a cash business that you just run every month and make a certain amount of money? Why do you want to take money, get it tied up in a cap table, and have to do an exit?
Actually, I didn't got if you can clarify.
Why do you want to make this like a VC business? Why don't you just run it as a cash business every month where you make money?
Yeah, because now
you got to find an exit, right? If you take money.
Yeah, because you know it's you know modern, and we need more money at the moment. So yeah, we start earning money. It's cash positive, might be quite soon, but still we need to scale it. We want to scale it. I mean, not to be in one market, and to scale it worldwide. We feel the need of money.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Now our stage, next startup, CG Trader.
Hello. Hello. My name is Dalala Sheita. I'm the head of marketing at CG Trader. Thanks a lot for this opportunity. CG Trader is a 3D model marketplace. We help designers buy and sell 3D models, just like this one. So if you were to create such model from scratch, you would probably spend a few weeks and hundreds or thousands of dollars. For a lot of projects, it's better to buy the 3D models online. However, if you are a designer who wants to sell 3D models, the outlook is pretty grim for you. Most of our competitors charge very hefty fees for selling 3D models. The authors receive only a small proportion of the sales proceeds. Therefore, top artists and designers in the market are not really motivated to work on selling their models in online marketplaces. Our CEO, Marius Kalitis, is a 3D designer himself, and he saw this problem, and he decided to create an alternative. So CG Trader is an author-friendly marketplace, and we are taking a completely different approach to the market. We charge very little, but we also encourage direct contact between the buyer and the seller. In this way, we are able to run a very lean operation and offer the best deal for both buyer and seller. Actually, since last week, we are the first marketplace which allows negotiating with the buyer and seller directly, which helps buyers and sellers get the best deal and the most sales. So 3D models that are sold in CG Trader are used in a variety of applications: animation, film, entertainment, gaming, and 3D printing. And if you look at our market, our core market is already a pretty nice one. It's growing rapidly. However, there is a huge opportunity upcoming with the emergence of 3D printing technology. The 3D printing market will reach several billion in the next couple of years, and that's just the start. And we will be very well placed to take advantage of that. So right now, we are fully funded. We have raised funding from Practica Capital. We just reached yesterday 12,000 models on our marketplace. We aim to reach 50,000 models by the end of the year. And early next year, we plan to raise Series A funding. A little bit about who's behind CG Trader. We have our founders are experienced entrepreneurs and also 3D artists. We also have technology team with the proven expertise and marketing team with experience in startups and journalism. So thank you very much, and if you would like to speak more about 3D models, just contact us.
So how many clients do you have? How many downloads? How many people use it?
We do have, so basically we have sales every day, and it's directly proportionate to the number of models. So it's growing pretty rapidly.
So how many sales per model, or how many models per sale?
I mean, overall per year, it would be tens of percentage points of total models. So if you think about it, it's like if you have 10,000 models, it would go like tens of percentage every year.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
I guess it probably varies widely, but what's the average cost, the price of a 3D model?
Yeah, so one thing that maybe I didn't mention in the presentation is that our models are very high quality. So we have average cost is about $80, and we have some of our best-selling models cost $1,500. So that's they are professional level models.
And so if there's roughly $80 or $100 a model, and you're making, say, 8% on that, then how big do you think you have to become to start becoming a kind of a VC-funded business?
We need to reach, so our goal is to reach 50,000 model. That's already a base we can be, profitable on and go forward from that. But we are seeing at the moment the conditions of the market are pretty favorable for us, because the designers seem to be pretty dissatisfied with the other competitors. So we find it pretty easy to convert them via direct sales. And that's just something we need to work on.
Yeah, look, it's very good when you're launching a marketplace that you are not too greedy, because you need the scale.
Yeah.
The question then is, once you do get the scale, the economics have to work, and this is why I'm questioning how big it can be.
Our main competitor has around 250,000 models, so we are around like 20 times smaller now.
How much money are you looking for, and what are you going to do with it?
We are not looking for money at the moment. We will be looking for Series A in the early 2014, and this will basically be growth money. Especially looking into 3D printing, there will be a very severe competition, so we need to be pretty well backed.
Last question? Yeah, Ilya? Oh.
How do you protect yourself from the competitors? As soon as the 3D printing here, a lot of other folks will be doing the same.
Yeah, so it's very easy to create a marketplace. The key things that you kind of have to get is the inventory, so designers uploading their models there, and also the SEO, being easily findable distribution. So these two things we need to work on. And of course it will be tough in the 3D printing.
One last question in the back. Do you have a mic?
Yeah. Hi. How much money you need for today?
For today, we are not looking for funding.
Money? Money. Cash. Euros, dollars.
You mean what's our burning rate?
No, I mean how many cash you need?
For
today.
As an investment?
Now. How much cash? How much money you need now? Now. How much?
Maybe we can talk after.
Okay, thank you. CG Trader. Okay, there's a mic in every jury, I suppose. So next startup is LoveTrack.
My name is Gintaras. I'm going to introduce you a LoveTrack today, a social bicycle app. I'm going to start with the problem. So the main problem is, where are the most beautiful cycling routes near you or anywhere in the world? We can see here the main cycling apps in the market, but all of them are used for sports and boring statistics, and none of them solve our problems. Instagram, well, it's a nice image sharing app, but it has nothing in common with bicycles and tracking. So we have got a solution for you, because with a LoveTrack, you can track your rides easy. Every time you jump on your bike, just press a start ride button, that's it. During your rides, you can shoot the images, and once you finish your ride, you can share these moments with your friends and family. Cyclist communities are very strong, and they love to share things. And after all, you can find the most beautiful routes near you or anywhere in the world. Our target group is young people from 14 to 35 years old who like to cycle and use smartphones. They're kind of hipsters, I think. So we have calculated that our target market is more than 100 million people around the world. We have also tested our idea first by creating a short video presentation and a landing website, and got a very good feedback so far. Because press loved the idea, many portals wrote about us. Also, subscription rate was 15% on our website, even there was an email confirmation barrier. And our video was watched for 11,000 times. We are 4 teammates. Myself, I'm responsible for business development and marketing. I'm also co-founder of advertising company Grab Media. Thomas, he's a product owner at LoveTrack. He has got experience as a user interface architect at the biggest telecommunication company in Lithuania. And we have got also 2 great iOS developers, Lucas and Mantas. So we believe that all these complementary skills and different experience make our team great. We have been working hard for 6 months to bring LoveTrack for people by the 1st of May this year, and very proud that almost reached our first milestone, private beta version. So what we're looking for is a seed funding of less than 100,000 euros. We're also looking for help to build international network and coaching to build a fast and scalable business. So if you have any questions, please ask. Thank you.
Why limit it to bikes? I mean, I would use this as a tourist more for walking around than riding on a bike, because you have to stop.
Well, we wanted to make it a concentrated product, and we wanted people to recognize what is the app, and we decided to target cyclists. So
yeah, but this is not for cyclists.
Of course, you can use it like when you go somewhere, but we are marketing it as a cycling product.
I just wouldn't limit yourself. I mean, like I said, I would use this today to walk around Lithuania the first time and take pictures, and I could see the track and where the pictures are.
Okay, thanks. Video.
I would like to ask 2 questions.
Yes.
So the first one is your go-to-market strategy, and the second one is how do you plan to make money?
Okay, so the first question, growth. We are planning to cooperate with and create promotions with coffee shops. We're going to country by country, and we're going to create promotions with coffee shops to encourage users to register and load the content, so the routes on LoveTrack. After that, we are going to use gamification techniques to motivate people to use the app more often and spread the word about us. And also we have got a list of more than 100 cycling blogs which make the biggest influence for cycling communities, and we're going to cooperate with them to promote the app and communicate with users. So, and also we're going to cooperate with bike rent companies and tourist information spots. So the next question was
just how do you plan to make money?
Our business model is going to be freemium, so free version and paid version of app.
How did you validate the connection between photographs and cycling, or where does that idea come from?
Actually, myself with a friend like to cycle, and we got this problem because I always want to find where to cycle today. What is the good route to go? Because we're not like sports cyclists. We're just cycling for fun. And my friend also had the problem that once he cycled, he wanted to share these moments or all track like with the friends and family, because like all existing cycling apps, you can share only boring statistics, and after 1-2 shares, friends just don't look at it because okay, you did 5 more kilometers. What else?
So this basically answers my second question as well. So this is not for transport cycling in a way, because there are countries like China or the Netherlands where I come from where cycling is a everyday activity for many people, majority of people. This is really for recreational cycling.
Yeah, actually it's like for having fun, for cycling, to enjoying your rides, you know. Not like, as you mentioned, transport.
Last question?
Yeah, so...
Why don't you give your customers more freedom to play with it and create new models? So they might come up with a car model. You know, there's a big scene of clubs, of car owners that look for nice routes, and customers might even come up with very different ideas. Why don't you give them more flexibility?
So, firstly, we felt that there's a problem for us for cycling thing, and we wanted to have like the product we need first, and then of course we will check if we will get the feedback all the time from users, and if we will see there's a demand for like expanding it to for just walking and taking pictures and routes, or with a car, we can of course make it later, but now we want just to concentrate on one direction, like cycling. And cyclist communities are very strong, and they like to share things all the time. There are a lot of cyclist blogs in the world, so that's why we decided.
Okay, thank you. Love track. Okay, next startup, Maps with Me. Clicker on the stage.
Hi. My name is Alex Zolotaryov. I am the CEO of Maps with Me. We turn your smartphone into the detailed offline map of the whole world. What does it mean? It means that you can use your maps even without internet connection. And we are solving probably the most basic problem for every traveler and tourist. We give you full confidence while traveling, so you never depend on internet connection, even in strange places, and you can save a lot on roaming charges. So how do we do it? We give you application for Android and iOS, which allows you to download any number of countries. We have offline search. We show your position on the map. That's it. Very simple and easy. What do we have? We have more than 1.5 million downloads all over the world. The most interesting statistics is that we are growing about 20% rate. And of course, it's due to our technologies of compression and decompression of geographic data, and because of our really motivated team, which I'm proud of. Our team combines unique skills in different areas like cartography, like mobile technologies, big data, like algorithms, and of course, marketing. Marketing, very interesting point in our case, applications, mobile applications marketing. You see in the picture Alena Mironovic, our marketing sources, and I'll show you later on the slide the impact of her work. So in few words, our competitive difference is that we provide you with fully detailed offline maps of all countries in the world with offline search, and that's it. Very simple. Nobody does it like we do. It's better to take a look. To the left you see Apple Maps, to the right you see Google Maps. In the center is Maps with Me. Most important thing about this picture is that we're taking map data from OpenStreetMap. It's like a Wikipedia in the world of maps, where everybody can add or edit missing data. And we do believe that it's just a question of time for OpenStreetMap to repeat Wikipedia's success in encyclopedia business. What we are planning to do, we're going to provide business SDK for businesses and developers. We have a lot of requests about it. We want to solve offline navigation problem, which actually didn't solve by Google and Apple. They use online navigation. And of course, we want to provide our users with an easy way to add missing data directly from their mobile phones and share it instantly with open community. We have premium and free versions on the market. A very simple monetization model. It's enough for our team of 12 people right now, but we see a huge opportunity in building mapping platform, which will give us a lot of opportunities to earn money.
Okay. 3 minutes are over, sorry.
Okay.
Questions?
I have a question. So what is your technology barrier versus the competition? What I understood is just offline navigation. Do you have others?
Our technology compresses geographical data in a unique way that all countries in the world easily fit into your mobile phone. You can download whole planet to your smartphone.
Of your actually your geocompression algorithms, is any of that patented or protected or?
We are working on it right now.
Okay, just kind of a comment. I don't really see that this. I don't see there's really much room out there for another competitive mapping service that's really going to be on a big scale. What I would encourage you guys to do is look at the gaps in other mapping services and look at their IP, look at all their patents and everything around there, and shoot for basically being acquired by another player, becoming basically a feature of an existing player out there. I don't see it's possible to really compete with Apple, with Google, with Microsoft, and as well as these other players, Navtech, Nokia, and so on. It's very crowded, but no one's really doing the offline well and not doing offline navigation.
We got this kind of questions from almost every investor, people we've met in Silicon Valley, everywhere, all over the world. Nobody believes it, but we do believe. Because we are going from different sides. We're going from market which is right now is empty. It's offline, and it's market for tourists and people who do active lifestyle, like hikers, bikers, and this niche is still empty.
But when a lot of people that have a lot of experience in that are telling you something,
yeah, you
should probably listen. You know,
so I guess the positive side here for anyone who travels, and I think this is telling that you're getting so much activity, is currently offline sucks, and it costs a ton of money. So even for myself, when I'm traveling, I'm always thinking, shit, I've got to turn this off, and I don't have the same type of money problems as everybody does. So there's huge, but that's going to be solved. And I think the fact is, there are really big guys in this space. So it's really finding what the niche is. Because if the niche today is, wow, look, you're not going to get a huge mobile phone bill, that's a great solve today for a real pain, but that may just go away tomorrow.
Yeah, we definitely know it. That's why we're going to build not offline maps. We just started from offline maps. We're going to build maps. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Oh, last question.
Yes. So just to make sure, is it possible to really load all the data on one phone, or do you require some reloading once there's connection to the network?
You can, if you have Wi-Fi connection at home or at hotel, you can download all countries. It will fit, like right now, whole data, detailed, takes about 10 gigabytes. You can try at our stand at the Startup Fair, actually.
Okay, thank you. That's with me. Now the fifth startup, Selfie.
Hello, my name is Maris. I'm a co-founder and CEO of Selfie. Selfie is a platform for selling and distributing digital content like ebooks, movies, music, or any other digital product you create. But first, let me tell you about how digital content is sold today. Imagine you are an author of an ebook. Most likely you will go to Amazon to sell your product. The problem with marketplaces is that they take huge revenue cut from 30 to 70% in many cases. Marketplaces also don't offer any insights into your customer base, who they are, where they came from, and you get very limited statistics about your customers. And most importantly, you cannot access these customers later, let's say when you launch your next product. So we at Selfie decided to change this situation and create a very open platform where you can sell your products. So the values of Selfie is that you can sell content directly to your audience via Twitter, Facebook, social media, or your website. You also get complete access to your customer base, which means that you can also target your customers later, launching your next products. And probably the best thing is that we only take 5% transaction fee from all the purchases. You may not trust me, but some of our best customers are already selling very effectively to our platform, and some of our successful customers already earn more than $30,000 through our system. For the future, we are planning to create even closer connection between sellers and buyers, and also to create new tools to increase merchant sales and make them more successful. So as an investor, you are probably wanted to see hockey stick growth. In this chart, actually, we have two hockey stick growths. For the past 6 months, our growth is more than 25% month over month. And it shows no signs of stopping. Our secret source is the team. So currently we have a 3-people team. It's me, co-founder and CEO. We have 2 very skilled engineers, and we have a great pool of current investors and advisors, like Startup Highway, Skype co-founder Toiwanus, Stand-Up Kiwi, and others. For the future, we are growing our team, and we are hiring engineers and marketers to join our team, and we are also looking for next stage of investment. Investors who are interested in digital publishing, media, or payment space. Thank you very much.
So are you focusing on books or music?
So through Sellfy, currently you can sell any digital product. So whether it's music or books, traction-wise, the biggest transaction volume currently comes from ebook sellers. So this is the most popular product sold today. But you can sell movies, videos, music, so anything that is digital.
So what does Amazon sell?
Sorry?
What does Amazon sell?
Amazon what?
Amazon. What does Amazon sell?
Amazon, that was a case of ebooks. So.
Right, but what does Amazon sell?
Customer base. So they have a big pool of customers that can potentially buy our product.
The answer is almost everything. Amazon sells almost everything.
Right.
But what did Amazon start out selling? Books, right? What I think you guys need to do is you need to find one niche and start out with one niche and just really, really own that niche, because that's where there's going to be actually some specific amount of pain. I can tell you, for example, independent music publishers. There's a huge problem right now with independent music publishers finding a great source for being able to publish and sell their music, that people can actually download the sheet music, right?
Yeah.
That's a huge, huge problem. I'm sure there's other areas like that that are niche, but I would suggest finding just a niche, owning that niche, because it's going to be easy. You don't have to spend a lot on marketing. You don't have to spend a lot on communicating, right? It's going to be something that people are going to want to just jump on board with, because there is a big pain.
No, I completely agree. So we have followed very closely to our customers, right? So, and every feature we currently kind of push out on Sellfy, so it's dedicated to a specific segment of users. So we see our biggest traction in the ebook segment, right? So we are releasing features dedicated to ebooks specifically, and also our marketing activities that we do are also targeted to those booksellers at the moment. So yeah, so I completely agree that focus is important. But we are not shoving off the customers who want to sell movies at the same time. So.
Any more questions?
Yeah, maybe you can explain where the product is sitting. So I understand it's not a marketplace, it's not an e-commerce platform.
Exactly.
I understand it is sitting, you can integrate it, for example, on your Facebook profile.
Exactly. So what we create only a kind of e-commerce experience and content delivery solution. So where actually merchants are selling, it's through their own channels, right? Either it's a Twitter channel or Facebook page or their own blog or website. So they are selling directly to their traffic sources they already have.
Okay, thank you, Sellfy.
Thank you.
So we're halfway through, and the next startup is Smash.
Let's talk about people, about tennis people. You know, we have 70 billion active tennis players worldwide. We're having 4 million active tennis players in UK, 4.8 million in Spain. 35 million people are playing tennis in USA. And the point is that all of them face two main problems. I am talking about easily finding a court and easily finding a tennis player with whom to play. Smash is going to be next booking.com, but for tennis players. Together, we are going to solve the problem of easily finding a court and saving 20% of playing time they are spending and wasting for arranging the game. Of course, we have competitors. There are some types of competitors. Firstly, we have competition in scheduling system. It's more like Google Calendar, which are targeted only for one sports complex. Also, we're having like local databases with all the courts without a function of reservation. Also, we're having tennis players matching systems, but there aren't any unified system, and Smash is going to be this one. So, our business model is very simple. The system is absolutely for free for users, for courts and players. We are earning money from every single reservation through our system. We're taking commission fee. So the question is, how are we going to make it? We have the solution. At the moment, we have developed front end of website. We're also having beta version of iOS and Windows Phone, and we are finishing in 2 weeks with Android version. We're having the team of 4 professional business people, all passionate and playing tennis, so we know this market from inside. We're having a background of finance, IT, sales, and marketing. We have 3 professional IT developers, iOS, Android, Windows Phone, and front end. Together with these people, we have a huge jump from only idea when we tested it through UpCamp event and received the best international potential business idea. And tickets to the pitch, Silicon Valley comes to the Baltics. We also have developed web solution and mobile application, as I have just mentioned. We already have agreements with 22% of all Lithuanian courts working together. We also have very strong strategic partners. I believe everybody knows the well-known bank, CEB. It's one of the biggest Scandinavian banks. BMW. We have Microsoft as our technological partner. We also have mass media partners as Business News and Doublefold. We agreed with Lithuanian Tennis Federation for cooperation. What we need now is 150,000 euros to scale immediately abroad and take this market. I will be more than happy for your questions.
Okay, I think the jury was blown away by this pitch. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, I have a question regarding the. I think it's some kind of mistake, because you mentioned here that the huge worldwide market potential is $140 billion. What?
Yes, it's in dollars. I was speaking about 70 billion players. So that's the point.
Yeah, and 70 million players. This is your market.
This might be mistake. 70 billion active tennis players.
And you want to say that you're only one in the map, right?
According to this system, when we have like players, you can choose, you can court choose, and booking function. Yes, we are the only one.
Just one comment on the product itself, the user interface. I think you guys need to really go back and spend some time to make that a little bit more usable. I can see you guys are really trying to force it into this Metro style, but Metro style is with all the different tiles are used to select different applications or different functions, not actually to be able to select things within an application itself. So if you want to use the Metro style, I think you should go back and review how the Metro applications are designed and follow the whole way through, rather than just the initial interface. It's pretty confusing.
Okay, thank you for your comment.
Yeah, one more.
I guess just a final thought. you guys are tennis players, so you understand the pain of booking a court, etc.
Yes,
but of course,
exactly.
you're only going to get to the solution if tennis clubs, tennis associations, whatever they are, adopt the product. How much willingness have you felt to change from the existing, to go to the pain of understanding what you offer? Is there really, really strong need on that side? Because if there isn't, it's really challenging. If there is, you've got a shot.
Honestly, we have made a market research in Lithuania. So we have market research on 3 auditions. It's tennis players, tennis courts, and tennis coaches. We have been visiting like lots of tennis courts operators, and we were negotiating about the conditions, if it's interesting for them, if they want to use, and the answer was yes.
Right. So from those early experiences, really think hard about how hard it is to sell and how much time it takes and how much money, and then how much you think you're going to make on a given club over time, and that'll help you kind of see what your funding needs are.
Of course, it takes lots of efforts because you need to convince that this product is really will help, because they don't see. They saw only a better version. They don't know how it works, but we convince because they know that there are lots of like empty times, like they can fulfill and earn money. So that's our solution. And we're also going to do the same abroad. Of course, the strategy will differ according to the country, because there are different culture, different problems.
Okay, thank you, Smash. Now on stage, I'd like to invite DevMotion.
Whoa. Hello, people. I would like to ask you to sit up straight, okay? I was sitting in wrong posture for years, and I got back pain. And my doctor told me to do rehabilitation exercises and gave me handouts how to do these exercises. You can see pictures how these handouts look. Do you understand what should I do from these handouts? I didn't. So today, the only tools we send home is handouts, and we would like to change that way. We already noticed that physical therapists are using Microsoft Kinect games for children rehabilitation. Because children are active, it's hard to keep focus for them for these standard exercises, and video game is cool for them. So our solution provides clinician control exercises which are individualized to every patient in a form of Kinect game. And it improves balance, coordination, muscle strength, and range of motion. And it's beneficial for both ways. It's beneficial for patient, and it's beneficial for therapists as a diagnostic system. Today, therapists are struggling to evaluate the progress of rehabilitation. They're struggling to get data of how rehabilitation is going. So our solution provides some rich reports. You can track if my spine is in better position or not. They can track angles, they can track how many games we played, how many exercises we perform, and it doesn't matter if patients perform these exercises in clinics or at home. So it's very important that we finally can move rehabilitation to home. And we work together with some clinics. We're proud that we have professionals from rehabilitation field in our team. Also, we work with computer vision from Catalonia, and we have partners like Microsoft. I want to pay attention to 45% growth of rehabilitation services every year. It's huge potential, and it's becoming more and more important. How to move rehabilitation to home and make it effective. And we already have demo version, and you can try in our stand. Our demo version is tested in clinics, and we're looking for investments to hire more developers and launch the product. And finally, I just want to ask the last question for you. If you have to choose your way of rehabilitation, will you do exercises from handouts, or you would like to play a video game?
Questions? Does anyone have DevMotion has a question for you. Do you have questions for him?
For the U.S. market, for example, most of the revenue is driven by insurance. So it's insurance payments. But insurance companies are always looking for opportunities to not cover something. So in order for this actually to be used in the US and to be actually covered by insurance, you need to go through the certification processes of actually being verified and validated as an approved therapeutic procedure. Where are you guys at in the process of validating that anywhere?
Okay, so it's a very good question actually. We started to, making some researches of FDA approach certify for that product. It's not hard to certify. This takes about 6 months to certify that kind of product for healthcare in US. So, and it's a good business model that you can charge not clinics but insurance companies. Because insurance companies are interested that rehabilitation could be moved to home, because in US market, every day in clinics costs $2,000. So if we can save at least 1 day per patient, so it's $2,000 per patient. So there's huge money here.
You have people with clinical expertise on the board, but nobody on the team.
Actually, two kinesiotherapists, physical therapists are on our team, but we not working full time. We're working part time because we're working in clinics as a physical therapist, and after that we're working with us, making some medical advices. We're making product with us. We're like product managers.
How much money you are looking? How much investment?
Yeah. So we're looking for 500,000 euros, but for final product. But just to launch the first version of the product and certify that product, it's gonna take 100,000 to hire developers and make some researches additional for diagnosis.
Okay, thank you, DevMotion. Now, without even announcing himself, TrackDuck.
Hi, meet Don. Don is an owner of a small digital agency in New York. He has clients all across the United States, and he outsources development to Belarus to cut the cost. Meet Betty. Betty is a customer of Don. She's an actress, fashionista. She doesn't really like computers, but she needs a new website for her fans. So she ordered one from Don. But Don is not in fashion business, and he doesn't really understand what Betty needs. So Betty has to spend a lot of time explaining to Don what she wants, how she wants the website to feel and function. So what happens is Betty has to take a lot of screenshots. She has to use the Paint. She has to write long descriptions in Word and write a lot of emails to Don. But she's not a technical person. She's not good in explaining technical issues. So Don still needs to spend a lot of time on Skype, on phone, trying to figure out what Betty wants from him and then explain it to developers in Belarus. But things are about to change. Don just discovered TrackDuck, and now he's getting real-time visual feedback from his customers. What Betty needs to do now is just go to her website and start clicking away. Directly in the website, she saves a screenshot of a design issue that she doesn't like. She can add a comment, and she can add the priority of when this issue should be fixed. She can add tags if she thinks that this is a repeating problem and Don should pay a specific attention to it. Once she adds an issue, Don instantly gets a notification in his dashboard where he can see all of his projects. In Betty's website panel, he can see all the issues that have been added. He can see what these issues are about and who's responsible for solving them. So right now we're testing this product in Lithuania and Belarus. In Lithuania we have 3 web development agencies, and we have a few in line from Belarus. We're planning to go European market through Scandinavia, starting in Finland, and we're aiming for a share of 30 billion web development tools market annually. The very simple monetization strategy, $5 per month per person. In future, we're going to have premium plans too. So all of this was made possible in 1 month by 3 of us. We met in Garage 48 Hackathon in Minsk, and we all have worked with web development agencies and had this pain for years. So we shared this pain and we decided to team up. We won Garage 48 Hackathon for Best B2B App, and now we're going to Startup Sauna, and we're looking for angel investor who would provide us advice, firstly how to build collaboration and project management tools, and some cash, because Sauna is not providing cash and not taking equity. So please go to trackdeck.com, check us out. If you would like a closed beta invitation, come to me and I'll give you one. My name is Edmundas, I'm a CEO of TrackDuck, and I'm happy to answer your questions now.
Any questions? Is everything clear?
So clear. Seriously, guys, you're making me nervous.
Is the feedback from the client, is it stored on the server there and have let's say a linear progression, so you're able to go back and say, hey, you know what, you said this, you changed this, we had in our agreement only 10 changes or this or that, so you can actually rein that in?
Exactly, we have exactly that. And in the future, we're hoping to build in Webseminarai.lt tool, so you can actually play back the whole session of a client. You can see how he interacted with the website, not only the screenshots and the part in the code that you need to change.
I couldn't really understand the business model, the $5 per month. I mean, when you build a website, you're probably gonna, people are gonna pay you like $5 or $10, and then they're gonna, they're gonna cancel the subscription. So I guess.
Thank you for the question. Yeah, and we're charging web development agency employees. So if you have 3 developers, 1 designer, and a project manager, you're going to be paying for these guys.
So you're going to have an enterprise package, small
exactly.
business? All right.
Yeah.
Just a comment here. You actually might, in thinking about it, you might actually consider doing it on per project basis rather than actually a per monthly basis, because then agencies can actually just work that into the individual project cost. You can make more money.
That's a very good comment. Yes, for long term, some kind of specific project that would require a lot of users of database and so on, yes, that's definitely a case in the future. So I hope to talk to you later, right? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, TrackDuck. And now on stage, @Duplex.
Hello, my name is Alan, and I'm here to present @Duplex, the leading cross-promotion network for Windows Phone and Windows Store apps. I'm a developer. I've been an active member of Windows Phone developer community since its inception. Immediately after the platform launched, I've started seeing developers complain about the lack of exposure for their great apps, and it seemed like there was no one to help them. And then it hit me. Lots of apps have space reserved for ads, and it's not making us money anyway. So why not use it to help each other gain more exposure? So we've launched @Duplex, a cross-promotion network for Windows Phone apps. The idea is simple. Developers create an ad for their app, place a line of code into it, and start advertising other apps. These other apps promote yours in return. Developers loved the idea, and it was clear that what started as an experiment was addressing a real issue. So what's the catch, you may ask? Well, the exchange is 10 to 8. Meaning that for every 10 impressions your app shows, it gets 8 in return, and the remaining 2 are ours to sell. We are not a traditional ad network. Our value proposition is totally different, and due to our nature, we have a virtually 100% fill rate, which makes us attractive even to the popular apps as a fallback for their primary ad network. Even Microsoft, who operates their own ad network, recommends @Duplex as a complementary service. There are close to 3,000 apps on the network, serving 15 million ad impressions every day. Close to 2 million impressions on Windows, in Windows 8. And @Duplex is the 3rd largest advertising network on Windows Phone, behind Microsoft and Google only. The last year, we've quadrupled the number of apps on the network as well as revenue. And the number of ad impressions has grown more than tenfold, which corroborates the fact that Windows Phone is the fastest growing mobile platform. We've been covered all over the world. As well as our reports. Quite a few people even made Nokia stock purchasing decisions based on them. Developer Economics report has concluded that @Duplex has 9% developer mindshare across all platforms, and we are Windows exclusive. Just the 2 of us have taken it this far. but we are ready to expand. Whether you're a passionate C# developer looking to work with cutting-edge Microsoft technologies, or a front-end ninja looking for new challenges, or a sales machine ready to expand your talents worldwide, we want you, and we are sure you will enjoy taking this world-leading product to the new level. Thank you.
What are the revenue numbers?
So we are a team of 2, and we are self-sustainable, so not more than that.
So what are the revenue numbers?
So the revenue numbers, so we are making from 5,000 to 10,000 euros a month.
Off how many ads?
Of 400 million a month.
Is that a good proof point or a bad proof point?
So of that 400 million, 80% is not for sale. It's basically cross promotion and stuff. And the rest of it is for sale, but we are not trying to monetize.
So what's your effective CPM on the 2% that you, or the 2 that you keep?
It's a good question. So what we sell for from 20 cents to $1 to $2, but we're mostly trying to use this inventory to attract more users by sponsoring events, etc. So we don't have any active sales at the moment. We're only doing passive sales. So we are using that inventory to attract more developers to grow the network.
I think it comes down to what you said at the beginning, which is actually you're delivering a great service to these app developers because, as you said, they're not getting any money from the ads anyway.
Yeah.
So you're providing a good service to them. Your remuneration, though, is actually 2/10 of the no money that they got, so it's very little. Now, what could be interesting is just how much are you learning, because those ads are going to be worth something someday.
Yeah.
So I guess if it would be convincing if you said, you know, I'm learning so much about these ad impressions and what they're worth, and then I can sell them at a much better CPM. So I'm getting them for free because these people want them, and at some point I can sell them for better CPM, but I'm not hearing that yet.
Yeah, so as I said, at the moment we're not actually paying a lot of attention to the monetization side. So yeah, I admit that we are not strong at that yet, and that's why we want to attract people that would work more on that, and we can grow the product and grow the business.
The fact that Microsoft is engaging with you right now is both a good thing and a terrible thing. What I mean is basically if you succeed, your only option is to sell to them, and only option is to sell to them on their terms at their price, which is not going to be a lot, or they just copy you, put you out of the market. So I mean those are your options right now. Either do you have any contingency plan to be able to actually move away to another? We sold a company. We sold a company previously to Microsoft's ad network, so I know how that works. I've been in the room. I've been in those discussions, right? So I know that option. So you have actually basically either you're going to have to move and expand to include other platforms very quickly, sell to them, or be ready to go out of business.
So we'll see. At the moment, we want to be as big as and as important in this area that we are like. So it's much easier for everyone who wants to enter it to partner with us in some capacity, including acquiring us.
But do you have anything that is unique or protectable in what it is that you're doing?
So it's not rocket science. So there is no like technological stuff. But I would say that among enthusiast developers, we are like totally known brand at the moment in the whole ecosystem. And we are working on becoming that for anyone who wants to promote anything on Windows Phone and Windows 8.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you at Duplex.
Thank you.
Now the last pitch today with event.
Good evening. My name is Douglas, and I'm from withevent.com. We provide mobile applications for festivals and conferences, which improves attendees' experience and make organizers work easier. So, when we go to a festival, we usually get handed out this kind of paper brochure, where almost all the information is listed, and you cannot find anything because there is not a simple search tool on it. The solution is simple. It's a mobile application. With this kind of application, we can we can replace all the paper material, the website, and become the primary source of the information. Who will use this application? Only in Europe we have more than 40,000 events annually. It is attended by more than 100 million people every year. This whole industry is worth at least $35 billion. What do we do with it? We engage the users and we take the money. So this application, in addition to provide information, it is interactive. People can vote, answer to poll questions, or the audience can be directly engaged with the speaker. For example, in this conference, you can vote for the startups and win a new mobile phone, or rate just your favorite speakers. But we don't want to be just another app provider for festivals. Our goal is to become the primary source, the primary market, like marketplace for where people look for specific events or conferences. This will be available with our self-service. Well, any one of you can create an application for any event. So imagine if you are an event promoter, you can manage many festivals, many applications in one place. Currently, we are in private beta, so you can sign up for an invite. This tool will be so powerful, it's not going to be #1 choice in the market, but it will take for anyone only 1 evening to create an application. Our current business model is subscription fee for annual events, so it's annual subscription fee. But we are already targeting the consumers to sell tickets, promote other festivals which they would like, and basically we can sell any kind of merchandise through our application to the attendees. This guy is Arturas. With a computer, he can hack anything because he has tremendous experience in web and mobile development. This is me. I came up with this idea after my solid work experience in this field as well. As you see, we're a little bit weak on the marketing, so we are seeking for seed funding of $70,000 to boost the marketing sector and to expand to Europe. Last year, we graduated from Startup Highway Accelerator, and together we still make the best choices and best decisions. Thank you.
It seems like there's one of these types of companies pitched at every conference. So what's different?
The difference is, for example, this conference is already used, our application in this conference is used by over 30% of the attendees. And we enable, we don't make an application for them, we enable them to make an application by themselves. So basically we don't need any interaction with an organizers to provide the application for them. That's why the most unique thing of us.
It's just hard to get excited because I think that I've just seen so many of these. I think everybody's, it's just like, I feel like every conference is pitching like a new conference app.
We're not pitching the conference app.
I get it, but no, I'm just telling you from my perspective, like at every single conference I go to, they're always using some different app and I can't tell the difference.
We can talk afterwards, I will tell you the difference.
Actually, that does bring up a point. Is maybe you guys should think about some opportunities to make it a little bit different or a bit more interactive, or including the social media. If you look at the conference here, a lot of things. I mean, right here we see all the things that are going on social media and all these other activities that are integrated into events. And maybe the thing is focusing on how do you make it a more interactive experience, to be able to share content that is in real time, to be able to live blog, to be able to do a lot of these other activities that actually take place at the event.
Yeah, it's already being done. It's not very wide because, as I said, you can rate and discuss about the speakers. Some speakers have over 28 comments in 1 hour when they speak from the audience of who uses the application. Any more questions? Thank you.